This is part 6 of the chapter Surface Area and Volumes of Standard 10th. Now here we will be doing some sums on embankments and flow of water. What are those sums? We will just see. Just see the first sum. A well is with 10 meters diameter, inside diameter is dug and when you get the mud or it's called the earth, it is spread around to form an embankment. Now we have to find the height of the embankment. Embankment means it is just around the well. So how to do such sums? So we have to equate the volume, right? When you are digging means it is a cylinder, and when you are doing an embankment it is also a cylinder. So we have to equate this volume with that volume. So we will get the volume of we will get the height of the embankment. So now let us start this way. A well with diameter, inside diameter is 14 meters. So well diameter, so it is given as 14 meters. So the radius is 7 meters. Now this I'll put as R1. Now next is the earth is spread all around to the width of 5 meters. So width of embankment. So it will be the inner plus 5 meters is the width. So the total radius of the outside it will be not 7. The diameter is 10 meters. Sorry, the diameter is 10 meters. Yeah, so this is 5 plus 5, 10. So the total width is 10. Now this 10 meters we can consider as the outer radius. So now we are having a circular ring. Inside is 5 meters, outside is 10 meters. So what is the volume of the earth dug out? Volume of the earth dug is equal to the volume of the embankment. So volume means we are spreading the mud in the form of an embankment. So here we will write. So now this volume of the earth dug, now remember this is a cylinder. So this will be pi r1 square h1. This is equal to the volume of the embankment. Now remember this is a circular ring. So it will be pi into circular ring. Area of the circular ring will be r2 square minus r1 square minus r1 square. So that is the into h. This will be h2. So now if we want the height of the embankment, so this will be the volume of the earth dug out upon the area of the embankment. The area of the embankment, because if you multiply the area by the height, remember you get the volume. So this we can do as 22 by 7 into 5 into 5 into 14 upon area of the embankment is 22 by 7. Remember it's a what we say, circular ring. So 10 square minus 7 square. So when you find this, we are getting the height of the embankment as 4.66 meters. So that's your answer. So simply you have to equate the volume with this. Now we'll do one more sum. Now a 20 meters deep well with diameter 7 meters is dug. So the diameter is 7 and the depth is 20 meters, and this it is evenly spread to make a platform. Now platform here is a cuboid, rectangular platform. It's a cuboid, and the dimensions of, of the cuboid is given. The length and breadth are given 22 into 14. We have to find the height. So we will first write down the data. So what is the height of the well, or the depth? The depth of the well I will write as h1. It is given to us 20 meters. So what is the diameter of the well? So it is 7 meters. So what will be the radius? R1, it is 3.5 meters. Now what are the dimensions of the platform? So platform, what is the length given? The length is 22 meters. And what is the breadth given? The breadth given is 14 meters. Now we have to equate the earth. So the volume of the earth dug out is equal to the volume of the platform. Volume of the platform. So volume of the earth dug out means it is a pi r1 square h1 is equal to length into breadth into h2. Now what we don't know is the height. So we will transpose everyone to this time. So this becomes pi r1 square h1 upon L into B. So what is this? So this is 22 by 7 into r1 square. So radius is 3.5 into 3.5 into the height here is given is 20, okay, upon length into breadth. What is the length given here? It is 22 into 14. So this will give us the h. So when you calculate this, we are getting h is equal to 2.5 meters. So what is important here in all the sums is you equate the volume to the volume. Now these were two sums on embankments. Now we come to some interesting sums called the flow of water. So here also we have to equate the volume, but just see the first sum. A cylindrical pipe, third sum of this video. A cylindrical pipe has an inner diameter of 7 centimeters and water flows through it at 192.5 liters per minute. Now it is liters per minute. We have to convert the flow into kilometers per hour. So how we do? Now this is a sum based mostly on conversions. So we will start writing the volume of water that flows per hour. Water flow per hour. So this is 192.5 liters per minute into this is per minute. So if I multiply by 60, so I will be getting liters. Now this liters, if I want to make it into centimeters, so it is 1000. Now this volume is in centimeter cube. This volume is in centimeter cube. Now what is the inner diameter? Inner diameter or ID of the pipe it is given to us in centimeters. So that's why we have taken centimeters in the above calculation. So this is given to us as 70 centimeters. So the radius will be 3.5 centimeters. Now let h be the length in centimeters of the column of water that flows in 1 hour, because when it flows it will fill up a column in 1 hour. So that is what we are talking of, that is h in 1 hour. So what will the volume that will flow in 1 hour? Volume of water in 1 hour is equal to, it is nothing, it forms a cylinder, because it's a cylindrical pipe. So volume of the cylinder of radius 3.5 centimeters and height is h centimeters. So we don't know this. So what we will do, we will just multiply. So this is pi into 3.5 square into h. So now we'll have to equate this volume with this volume. Suppose this is 1 and this is 2. Remember, both are equated. So 1 and 2. So what we will do, this is 22 by 7 into 3.5 into 3.5 into h is equal to 192.5 into 60 into 1000. Now what we don't know here is h, so we will take h here and write everything, transpose everything on the other side. So 192.5 into 60 into 1000 into 7 upon this will be 22 into 3.5 into 3.5. So when you calculate all this, we are getting 3 lakh centimeters. Now if you want to convert in kilometers, so 3 lakh I have to divide by 1 lakh, so we are getting 3 kilometers. So this is the flow in hours. So therefore the flow in hour is 3 kilometers per hour. So that is the final. So this was conversion. It was a sum based on conversion. Now let's go for the next sum. Now water is being pumped to a circular pipe whose internal diameter is 7 centimeters. If the flow of water is 72 centimeters per second, which that is the length achieved per second, how many liters of water is pumped out in 1 hour? So these all sums are little tricky sums, but no issue, we can do this. So what is the radius of the pipe? So radius of the pipe, the diameter is given 7, so it is 7 upon 2 means 3.5 centimeters. So the water flow is given as 72 centimeters per second. So what is the length of the column? Length of the water column in 1 second. So that is given to us as 72 centimeters. So now the volume of water flowing out per second, is given by the volume of the cylinder, because it forms a cylinder. Remember, it forms a cylinder of radius 3.5 centimeters and length 72 centimeters. So we can find the volume of the cylinder by r square h. Now this is given by 22 by 7 into r square into h. So here we are getting this as 2772 centimeter cube. So now this is per second. So the volume of water flowing in 1 hour this is given as 2772 into, there are 3600 seconds in 1 hour, so that answer will come to you as 9979 2 followed by 20 centimeter cube. But if you want to convert them into liters, we'll have to divide it by 1000. So 9979 200 upon 1000 will give me 9979.2 liters. Now this is the flow in liters per hour, so which was the required answer. So now we'll go for this fifth sum. Now water is flowing at the rate of 7 meters per second through a circular pipe whose internal diameter is 2 centimeters. It is flowing into a big cylindrical tank, the radius of whose base is 40 centimeters. So it is flowing into a tank. Now we have to find the increase in the water level in half an hour. So when it is filling up, it is forming a cylinder. So what we have to find? We have to find just the height of the cylinder. So this is all that sum is about. So rate of flow of water. So rate of water flow. it is given as 7 meters per second. So I'll have to convert it into centimeters because all other calculations are in 7m. So it is 700 centimeters per second. Now the length of the water flow, length of the water column, because when it starts flowing, it will fill up a column. So length of the water column in half hour means 30 seconds, 30 minutes. So this will be 700 into 30 into 60. Now this will be the length. Now the internal radius of the pipe is equal to 1 centimeters because the diameter is given to be so the water column, it will form a cylinder. Okay, forms a cylinder of a radius 1 centimeter and length. What is that length? We have not calculated it, we have just written it is 700 into 30 into 60 centimeters. So now the volume of water in the tank in half an hour means in 30 minutes. Now that is, it is pi into r square, r is 1 centimeters, into h is 700 into 30 into 60. So now this volume will be equal to the let h centimeters be the rise in level of water in the tank. So volume of water in the tank will be 22 by 7 into 40 into 40 into h r square. So now we'll have to equate this. So this is 22 upon 7 into 40 into 40 into h is equal to 22 upon 7 into 1 into 1 because this is flowing through the smaller pipe and it is going into bigger tank. So we can just cancel this out and h we are getting as 700 into 30 into 60 upon this is 40 into 40. So this is coming out as 787.5 centimeters. So therefore we can say the rise in level of water in the tank in half an hour is 787.5 centimeters. This is how we do the sums on embankment.